Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with the Magearna showcase. Now, this time we're going to be doing it a little bit differently. I'm actually going to be taking us into the Pokebank OU ladder, mainly because, look at this team. Shout out to my boy ABR, by the way. Just look at this team of monsters. We got Ben 10's dog right here. We got this Armor Kabutops, this Rocky Cat, this Pierced Horn Pony, this oversized Pokeball, and Latios. Like, we're dropping Dracos out here. Oh my god, it's been so long. Oh, I feel it. Oh man, it's been so long since I've been able to say I'm gonna drop a Draco on somebody. I feel Latios, I have missed you, my friend. Latios is one of my favorite Pokemon, if you guys didn't know. But anyway, my boy ABR passed me this team. We're going to be showcasing Assault Vest Magearna. If you guys didn't know, Assault Vest Magearna helps a lot versus Tapu Lele, versus Greninja. We're going to be running Fleur Cannon, Flash Cannon, Aura Sphere, and Volt Switch. We have Choice Band Zygarde. I was asked to name it this. Not by ABR, but you know who we are. We have Specs Genesect, Defensive Landers Therian Form with HP Fire. It's not an ABR team if it doesn't have HP Fire or HP Fire IVs. I could probably make this like all 31 if I wanted to. I'm sure he made it like relaxed for a reason, though. He wants to slow U-turn. We got Scarf Keldeo with Toxic, and we have Soldew Latios. Now, Soldew was actually nerfed in this generation, if you guys didn't know, and it only boosts Dragon and Psychic type moves by 1.5 times the power. So it was made for Latios and Latias. Obviously, it says if held by them, and it's a little bit weaker than Life Orb, but it still kind of bluffs. It still does decent damage. It kind of bluffs the if you get a really low roll or a really high roll, it kind of bluffs the choice specs. But yeah, we're going to be taking on the Pokebank OU ladder. I have a couple games down, not too much. I'm not going to lie, there's not too many games done. And if you guys want to use the team alongside me, there is a link to it down below in the description. Also, if you missed any of the previous showcases, link to that down below. Main reason we're here is because we have these monsters. Could you guys imagine me bringing Alolan Raticate into this war, this destruction? This is why I'm playing pre-bank, because I think it's easier to show off some Pokemon. That's a different team for another day. But I can't wait for Tears. I absolutely cannot wait for Tears. I feel like Pokemon like that, like Alolan Raticate, can't wait to use that thing in NU, or whatever tier it ends up being in. But we got a game, and my opponent has an Azelf. My opponent has just a bunch of threats. That's actually it. It's just a bunch of threats. What else can you call it? Scarf Keldeo puts in a ton of work versus my opponent. I want to lead off with Magearna because it can 1v1 Azelf. As it leads off with Charizard, not the best lead for me at all. Latios is probably my best switch. Unfortunately, it's my best switch. Again, we're Assault Vest, so it helped out versus Azelf a lot. Hopefully he's Zard Y, which means Latios could take it on better anyway. If he's Zard X, I'm hoping he doesn't go for the Dragon Claw. You wouldn't Dragon Claw here anyway, just because Landers would be an appropriate switching. If you were Zard X, you would Will-O-Wisp or anything like that, or Flare Blitz immediately. But like I said, we're going to go hard into Latios. Let's see if he's Zard X or Y. As he is Zard X, let's see if he Dragon Claws. He goes right for the Dragon Dance. No fear whatsoever. Landers is my answer, so I'm actually going to go right out to that. I wonder if he'll fear the Choice Scarf, but then again, he can't really do much, even if he does. But like I said, Landers is my answer. Get off that Intimidate. As he has Hidden Power. What the hell is this? Dragon Dance Hidden Power Ice? That was not... it worked for my opponent, but... What? What just happened? I'm getting my rocks. Who runs Dragon Dance Hidden Power? Do you not have Dragon Claw, or do you just have... You have... His entire rest of his team beats Landers, and he has HP Ice. What just happened? Help me. Alright, well, I'm clicking Hydro Pump twice. I unfortunately lost my Rocker as well as a Pivot, but I beat this 1v1 as he Dragon Dances up. He doesn't knock me out with +1 anything unless it's Outrage. Yeah, great, it's Outrage. So I've lost my Keldeo as well. That's beautiful. However, Magearna will be able to Revenge Kill. I still think we have a chance of winning. It's just going to be a little bit harder now. But Magearna will be able to Revenge Kill with the Aura Sphere, as well as being immune, obviously. So I can knock him out with that. What just happened? Dragon Dance HP Ice? No. No. Nothing on this team can kill me outside of Mamoswine. Pretty solid for me. I could actually Volt Switch out versus everything, or Floral Cannon, everything. I'm assuming he wants to go to Azelf, though, and probably get up his rocks. I can't believe I actually got HP Iced. He goes to Keldeo, though, so this is a giant threat, and we're going to kill it with the Floral Cannon. as he goes for Focus Blast and unfortunately misses for my opponent if you don't want to miss. Actually, he had Secret Sword, which would have done a ton, but we're able to get rid of Keldeo and get our special attack raised, so that drop does not matter at all. Beautiful, and we're back. We are back. Genesect can come out if it wants to. Thunderous Therian actually ends up coming out. Surprisingly, I can just Fluoro Cannon this as well. I take Focus Blast for days, yeah, and we can just Fluoro Cannon that. Do a hell of a lot. And pick him off with the next. My opponent ends up forfeiting, thank God. Okay, so I don't know. Dragon Dance, HP, Ice, Charizard. Wow, don't use that, guys. If you want to lure Landorus, use Will-O-Wisp. Because there's also Pokemon like Hippowdon that wall that completely. And at least Will-O-Wisping them burns them and puts them on a timer and wears them down so you can Dragon Dance up later. But we got a game versus a very, very, very threatening opponent. I want to lead off with Landorus just in case he leads off a Glass Spot to get off the Intimidate. And then what I could do is hard switch out into Magearna. Magearna does check his team very, very solidly though. Hopefully we're going to be able to get up rocks this game. Some of these Pokemon, I'm actually curious to see how they fare in Pokebank OU. Like I said, I am a little bit lower on the ladder, so this is more than likely just be a live of me trying to gain points. But he leads off a Marowak. He should not stay in. Yes, Celesteela, as well as Garchomp. Of course, no. That'd be too easy. But he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. I'm actually going to go for the U-turn, expecting him to switch out into, looks like his Decidueye. And I'm pretty positive that is Special Defensive Defog. So that means my Genesect won't get a boost. However, I can smack him with an Ice Beam. He doesn't have good resist to that at all. Yeah, unfortunately, because he's more than likely max Special Defense, I'm not going to get a boost. But I go for Ice Beam because it hits everything solidly on his team. I'm assuming he's going to defog here. Yep, as expected. Goliathspot can come out, but I don't care. Like, nothing on his team wants to take an Ice Beam. Whatever takes an Ice Beam, being like a Marowak or something, or Celesteela, I can get up my rocks again versus. So, at least we're able to get rid of his Decidueye, which was a Defogger, Spadef Defog. I had a feeling that would be a set, because I've seen somebody run that before. I haven't actually tried it out myself, nor have I used Decidueye outside of Swords Dance. But when I do a Decidueye showcase, I'll obviously be using it. So what he can do now is go into his Tapu Koko if he wants. He goes to Celesteela, which means that the rocks are mine. I think Scarf Keldeo can definitely win me this game. Unfortunately, he misses a Leech Seed. I think it just, means he has to go for it again. It doesn't really matter, I think, anyway. But the rocks are up, which is pretty important this game. And I can at least wear down Goliathopod. Help a lot versus its, what's it called? It's Emergency Exit. We're just going to go for U-turn here as he protects. Kind of regret not hard switching out, to be honest. Just because he went for that Protect. But I'm going to go for HP Fire just in case he wants to double Leech Seed. And then I'm going to hard switch into my Specs Genesect one more time. Yeah, I figured he'd hard Leech Seed. And what I can do, again, is just go right back out into Specs Genesect. Shout out to my boy Matt Houston, by the way, for the beat. Go right out to Specs Genesect. Get my special attack raise on his Protect as he double Leech Seeds and misses. Nice. I'm okay with that. And what I can do is just fire off a Thunderbolt. I don't mind if he switches out to any of his Pokemon. I really don't care if Marowak comes out. I'm just not letting Celesteela do anything. Yeah, exactly. That man had a Ground type, a Resistance, and, well, Resistance wouldn't have taken it, but also Garchomp. But like I said, I don't care. I'm not going to predict, especially when I'm on the lower ladder, when I just fought DD, HP Ice, Zardex. Also, I don't know why my opponent swapped or forfeited last turn, or that last game, because he definitely could have won. So we got a game versus Trick Room with Dugtrio. This is pretty solid. I like that. I mean, rocks are always great versus my opponent. That boy has a Jamvad. That boy has two Jamvads. Assault Vest Magearna is going to be helping me versus Reuniclus, versus his Magearna. Also, can Volt Switch out of there versus Mantine. I actually just want to lead off with my Genesect. I think it puts in a ton of work as he leads off with his... is he just sad about my lead? He leads off with his Dugtrio. I could just click Ice Beam. Alternatively, I could just click Flash Cannon. Yeah, because I don't care if Mantine comes out. I can swap versus Mantine. I have Latios to take it on. But, yeah, I can just go right for the Specs Flash Cannon. It is boosted. Reversal won't be able to knock me out. It shouldn't be able to knock me out. It's not boosted by anything. So it should not be able to knock me out, is what I'm trying to say. And this is still a Specs Flash Cannon. I mean, Dugtrio did get an attack increase. But, again, I don't expect it to be able to knock me out right now. As he swaps out to Mantine, which is beautiful. Could have maxed for a better turn. Because he's just going to go for Scald here, and I can go out to Latios and defog away his hazards and not care at all. Obviously, Burn is annoying if he does get it, but we can just defog away these hazards right here. He might fear the Thunderbolt. Then again, he might just go right back out into Dugtrio, which I don't mind because I can just proceed to Psyshock that thing. He actually opts to stay in and go for Roost, which is another cool little tech that Mantine got, but I can fire off a Psyshock here. Doesn't do anything. Holy crap. That did nothing. That actually did nothing. Wow. I'm going to go back out on my Genesect. Now, I don't want to predict. I have to. I actually cannot afford to go for the Thunderbolt right here. I really want to, predicting, but I fear he'll go out to Thug Drill. I'm going to go for Ice Beam just to be safe. Yeah, he's just trying to trap me with Duck Drill. Basically, because of Arena Trap, I wouldn't have been able to switch out if I went for Thunderbolt. Not only do I prevent rocks, but I can click Thunderbolt later. Reuniclus is going to come out. I don't mind that. I have a Magearna, as he has Assault Vest, and I can just fire off some Flash Cannons. He's not going to be able to do too much damage to me, even though he's more than likely Life Orb with Magic Guard. For those that might say, oh, how you know he's Life Orb, man? You won't see the damage. Magic Guard protects you. If you are newer to it, Magic Guard obviously protects you from Life Orb. So, look at that. That did 12, guys. And that did 40. And he got a Spit F drop. Beautiful. That's amazing. I can just keep firing it off. Manton comes out, but we do have the Volt Switch. Let's go. He might be... Actually, no, I'm slower. Joy, I'm going to lose. I should be slower. Maybe. Hello? I'm Puerto Rican and Italian. 1, 2, no, I'm taking. 3, have fun. Turn 11. You tell him on turn 11 to have fun. What? So we denying people out here and they're just forfeiting games. All right, let's get another game. I mean, at least you guys saw what Magearna did. That it wasn't Life Orb, obviously Reuniclus. It was more than likely defensive. Another game where I really like Magearna as a lead because Greninja is a huge threat. So we're gonna lead off on Magearna because it 1v1s a lot of his team as he does lead off the Greninja. Beautiful. I don't see a reason not to fire off a Fluor Cannon. We tank this. One, we're going to tank that Protean boosted, as you can see. Beautiful damage, and he does absolutely nothing to me. And what I can proceed to do is go right for the Volt Switch right here. Basically, how I'm showing, Protean does nothing to me, and that just shows what Magearna can do. I'm actually going to go for Aura Sphere just in case he wants to go out into his Excadrill. Because I'm actually kind of scared if he went out to Electivire on the Volt Switch. Goes out into his Metagross, though. This is a bit scary for me because he could very well go for Ice Punch, and I can't go out to my Landers, so I'm actually going to go out to my Genesect right here. Getting off that damage on Greninja was so crucial, as we are able to bring this thing in. Beautiful. As he goes for Agility. What can you do to me, though? I'll just fire off a Specs. Look at this Bug Buzz there. 762 attack. This is about to do a lot, except to him. Unfortunately. But I can go out to Landers, and I want to get on my rocks. I want to force the Excadrill to spin later. He goes right for Flamethrower and crits me, unfortunately. I'm surprised there's no burn. But then again, it's only my Celesteela that burns everything. Yeah, but we can get up our rocks right here. And I proceed to hard switch out into our Magearna. I expect him to double Leech Seed, which I can Volt Switch on out of there. Versus he actually goes hard for the Heavy Slam. Or for a Heavy Slam, excuse me. As what I can do is fire off an Aura Sphere. I just want to do a little bit of damage to him before Leech Seeding, obviously. Before Volt Switching, excuse me. Right now. Yeah, I'm assuming he's just going to Heavy Slam. Look how much that damage it does from Assault Vest, bro. From Assault Vest. I don't know if he actually go right for Flamethrower, but I'm going to bring on my Genesect right here as he does opt to go right for Flamethrower. Alright, bit of a misplay on my part. But at the same time, Latios just wins on its own. So that was a misplay. I thought he might double Leech Seed or Heavy Slam, considering how low I was and how everything on my team either resisted Flamethrower or took it. But I think that was a little bit too much to ask for, as I can just now go for HP Fire. Greninja will die to HP Fire. Metagross will be 2 KO'd. Lovely. I don't want to take an Ice Punch, though. I'm going to go out to my Keldeo because I am Choice Scarf. I can take the Ice Punch and knock him out with a Scald. As he goes right for Meteor Mash, that's fine. I want to keep Landers alive as well for his Excadrill, but I can go right for the Scald here. I am Scarf. Knock out the Metagross. Beautiful, beautiful. He does have the Toxapex, obviously, but Toxapex just invites in my Latios. So I'm fine with that. Greninja also dies. I'm actually a little bit scared about Electivire. I think this is now a good a time as any to sack my Magearna. If he goes for Ice Punch, though, or HP Ice, 1, I tank it. We'll find out if he's Life Orb or not. And 2, I can just fire off a Fluoro Cannon as he is not Life Orb, which means now my dog gets to just click 1,000 arrows and kill everything. Like, actually kill everything. Celesteela does not take 2. 1, I don't even know if it takes 1 because it'll be grounded. Yeah. So Celesteela's gone. Beautiful. I don't mind Excadrill coming out. Greninja's going to come out, though. Huh. Keldeo is useful if it's Scarf. If it's Scarf, Keldeo is the best. If Excadrill is Scarf, Keldeo, saving Keldeo is the best play. What does Latios do? Latios kills everything. Like, actually, reliably. But if it's Scarf Excadrill, I have a chance to lose to Iron Head if I don't have Keldeo. I'm going to sack Landers. Yeah, as he goes right for Ice Beam. That's fine. He's going to die to Rocks anyway. And I can easily just go right out into my Keldeo and just click the Secret Sword. Because it hits everything on my opponent's team. Again, he will die to Rocks. And keeping Keldeo alive is smart if he's Scarf Excadrill, because then he can't sweep me by flinching everything with Iron Head. So I think Landers was the best play there. Just sacking it anyway. Also, Secret Sword knocks out Spadef Excadrill because it hits on the physical side, so I'm not too worried about that. He has to go Toxapex here is pretty much what I'm saying. He has to go, in my opinion anyway. And I can just HP fire the Excadrill if he goes out to that. He goes Electivire though. You'd Ice Punch here, wouldn't you? Either way, Latios takes the hit, even if it's belted. Yeah, Latios eats the hit, as I said. And we can just go right for Side Shock. I don't have to care about Excadrill at all. That's definitely Scarf or some sort of. We'll go right for HP Fire here, though, just in case he's not. Pretty sure my Zygarde plus my Keldeo will win. Yeah, and looks like he's not. Has he Z-move ground? What? Okay, Corkscrew Crash, that's cool. But either way, I can just go out to the dog and 2-hit KO everything. Toxapex takes like 81% from 1,000 arrows, from Choice Band 1,000 arrows. I love the dog. I absolutely love the dog. Excadrill is going to go down. Electivire will be outsped and goes down. Even if it is Sugar Berry, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it's Belt, Expert Belt based on the damage that it did to my... oh, come on. Really? The one item on Toxapex? Watch it be Stockpile. Nah, it can't be Stockpile. His team is way too solid for it to be Stockpile. I refuse to believe it's Stockpile. And he gets the Toxic, the Scald Burn. We have to go for Secret Sword just in case it is like Assault Vest Electivire, just so I can knock it out. Why do you get the Scald Burn immediately? So basically, I need to get off the hit on this thing as he goes right out to Electivire. Yep. Secret Sword should be able to knock it out. Beautiful. And all I got to do is burn. Ah, beautiful. Burn that air balloon. Well, pop the air balloon. You guys know what I meant. Alright, so let's get another one. But you guys see how well Greninja took, Magearna took a Protean boosted HP Fire. I actually could have Volt Switched there or went for Aura Sphere or something like that. That might have been another play that I could have went for. Get another game. I very much like Magearna as a lead. It Volt Switches on out of there versus this and this. Again versus Alakazam. Genesect does really well versus my opponent's team. Everybody's running Charizard now though, apparently. But Magearna just works so well as a pivot. Leads off with Sableye. Probably the best lead I could ask for. I kind of just want to click Floral Cannon. But I'm going to Volt Switch. As he goes for Taunt. Yeah, that's why I should just click Floral Cannon. Like, why would you Volt Switch there? That doesn't even make sense. I knocked you out. Okay, anyway. We'll go out to Genesect now and just get our kill. Yeah, looks like he's a regular Sableye, though. So maybe he's... Yeah, well, obviously he's Mega Charizard X. But why would you Taunt, though? I was about to say Floral Taunt, but whatever. We can go right for the Bug Buzz. Knock this guy out. Goodbye. At least Sableye's gone, so I can get on my rocks. His spinner is either Cloyster, and his Defogger could be Scizor. It's regular Scizor, so it very well could be a Defogger. I have to be careful about that thing, though. I'm assuming it might be Dragon Dance Charizard. Keldeo should be in the clear to sweep him, though late game, at least. And I think Magearna walls Alakazam. It depends on what his Charizard set is. Goes right out into it. Latios puts in so much work, but I have to go hard on the Latios. Assuming he's Charizard Y. Yeah, he's Y. Beautiful. So he goes right for Fire Blast right here. And I could predict him to want to switch out, but I really don't want to risk that play. Yeah, I'd much rather get off damage so I can knock him out with anything on my team. Like, actually anything on my team. And I can proceed to go out into Keldeo right now. I'm glad I didn't HP Fire, and I can just go right for Scald. Scald will be able to pick off Charizard even in the sun. Nice, and we don't have to deal with that thing anymore. Also, it potentially burnt everything on his team, so I wasn't too worried about his team. I guess Cloyster can come out and Shell Smash if it wants to. Alakazam comes out, and Magearna is just going to take this hit and Volt Switch around and do exactly what Assault Vest Magearna. Yum. Yum. We'll just Vulture. Even if HP Fire, even if it's Sun Boost, it's not going to do crap. Focus Blast does nothing. And I have no idea if that's Life Orb or not, but we're able to potentially break a Sash, which is important. And I can go right out to my boy Dog. And go right for the extreme speed. Not mess around with this guy. Even though he did have Feral Thorn and Scizor, I just wasn't going to mess around with him. I don't think it was worth it. I'm assuming he's going to go Cloyster. I'm saving the extreme speed in the back, though, because I can revenge kill Cloyster with Secret Sword into the extreme speed. Actually, if he goes hard into Cloyster, I'm going hard into my Magearna, because I might be able to take a +2 hit. Yeah, because he's just going to Cell Smash here. So Magearna might actually be able to take a +2 Razor Shell or Icicle Spear, or Rock Slide. Maybe not Razor Shell, but wow, I said Rock Slide. Rock Blast or Icicle Spear, definitely, though. Just going to Volt Switch here. He's more than likely Focus Sash. As he double Shell Smashes, does not remember that Extreme Speed is higher priority. I'm pretty sure I would have taken any hit, though. Like, I'm serious. I'm positive I would have taken any hit. And we can go right back on to Zygarde. He definitely had Ice Shard if he double Shell Smash. And he just forgot about Extreme Speed being higher priority. So he was more than likely Ice Shard, Icicle Spear, and Rock Blast. And like I said, I think Magearna would have taken that. So once again, sacking Magearna right here is the better play. I keep Dog alive just to click 1,000 arrows if necessary. And Magearna can also Aura Sphere the Feral Thorn. It could be SD Scizor, but Genesect is healthy. Not that I have the best attack to hit. I have Thunderbolt, but at least I can Aura Sphere the Feral Thorn if anything. And I have HP Fire on Landers, plus Intimidate, plus Rocky Helmet. We can deal with Scizor. So I guess for them seeds, I'm hoping he just Gyro Balls here and doesn't opt to protect. That works, like, if he does it. Yep, beautiful. Does not knock me out. Seeds is going to be able to knock me out, though, next turn. He might go for Protect if he has it. There it is. There it is. Trying to think about the best way to do this. Maybe Genesect, because Genesect doesn't have the hardest attack to his Scizor. And I get a special attack raise, so at least I could go for the Bug Buzz right here. It's Specs, so it's, look at this 762 special attack. Yum. As he sees me. And what I want to do is just go hard out into the Dog. I expect him to protect, even if he Gyro Balls, that's fine, because I can click 1,000 arrows and 2 KO something right here as he goes right for Gyro Ball. Very solid play on my opponent's part. However, the 1,000 arrows is going to be clicked. And if you go Scizor, it's going to be taking a banded 1,000 arrows, and it's not a Mega Scizor. We already know that because obviously it was I mean, it could be a Mega Scizor. Who knows? He could have 2 Megas. I don't know. I think it might just be D-Fox support, to be honest. But we'll find out right now. Anyway, even if Scizor is set up Scizor, it has to set up and beat this almost full HP Genesect, HP Fire Lantern with Intimidate, and a Skull Burning Keldeo. So yeah, he goes right for the Bullet Punch right there. He has Life Orb. I want to see how much Genesect does. Yeah, I get the special attack raise. I'm pretty sure Thunderbolt almost knocks this thing out. It's Specs and +1 with download. Why is this thing allowed? Genesect needs to be banned. Yeah, gone. Oh my god. Yeah, Genesect needs to be banned. Good game, dude. Alright, you left. Whatever. I don't care. I don't need a good game. It's about me enjoying myself. It doesn't matter if you did. But yeah, you guys seeing how I love Assault Vest Magearna, how it's actually just providing momentum. Which is very, very important in this metagame. So Magearna, again, just a great lead versus my opponent's team. Looks like it's a pincer type of going for game type of thing, if that makes sense. Looks like Dog puts in a lot of work as well. My opponent doesn't have good answers. I mean, there's no good answers to a move called 1,000 Arrows that hits flying types. Like, why? Why? Why'd they make this a move? I don't know. But it makes Zygarde really good. Dog Zygarde as well as just regular Zygarde. Like, regular Coil Zygarde is actually still really, really, really solid in this meta. It's very, very good. Even with Power Construct being banned, obviously I'm using Aura Break, which doesn't do anything. Do I want to lead off with this though and just kill something? I kind of do. Magearna's a good lead though if he leads off with Tapu. Genesect's a good lead though in general. I'm gonna lead off with Genesect. Because it scares out at least Skarmory and things like that. I can just click Bug Buzz, even though Skarmory obviously 4 times resist. I don't care. Oh, thank you, friend. Have fun. A nice fan. Always find them like at 2 o'clock in the morning, which is where I'm recording because tomorrow I gotta go out. But Tapu Koko is his lead of choice, as we do get the special attack raise. He does not knock. He should not be able to knock me out with Thunderbolt, and I should be able to just go right for the Flash Cannon right here. I don't know if he noticed that his Electric Terrain activated before my download. Then again, I'm not sure if Field Effects... No, that's an ability. So he should know that he's faster right here. He should definitely know he's faster. He sees my 2 ground types, though. I'm assuming he's just going to go for Volt Switch or just Hard Switch. Yeah, Hard Switching was definitely his better play. That did so much damage to Toxapex. Good lord. I don't mind my Landorus being burnt or status or anything. I just want rocks up pronto. I want to be able to punish his Skarmory and the Pinsir. I don't care about having this Mon alive. Though it should be, it would be smart of me to actually keep it alive. Mainly because of the fact that he has, obviously Pinsir running around and I can get off that Rocky Helmet. If this is Defog, great, that's fine. I'm still going to go right out into my Gengar, excuse me. As he goes right for Brave Bird. So he breaks his sturdy for me, which is amazing. And I'm actually going to go for the Ice Beam just because if he wants to go into his Marowak, that's fine. I don't want to go for Thunderbolt because Marowak is still alive. I want to see if he's a Alolan, a Thick Club, excuse me. And plus I can also knock out an offensive Skarmory, which that might have actually been. Yeah. So Skarmory's gone. Perfect. My hazards are now here to stay. Alolan Marowak doesn't come out. Maybe he thought I'd predict that, but nah. Nah. Prediction's a little bit on another level. I keep this alive because it can hit Genesect, but at the same time, because it can hit Toxapex, but at the same time, nothing on my team wants to switch into this. So I'm just going to go right for the Specs Ice Beam. He might just Will-O-Wisp anyway. As he goes right for Shadow Bone and is able to pick me off. However, Latios can now come out. I see no Psyshock answers to his, I like at all. And this is Soul Dude boosted, so definitely should be able to knock him out. Nothing on his team wants to take a Psyshock. I know I said like nothing like a bunch of times, but Gengar dies, Marowak dies, Toxapex will be 2 KO, Pinsir will drop, and Tapu Koko will probably drop as well. So the fact that Marowak is gone also means I can now Volt Switch around with my Magearna, which I'm actually going to bring it out versus Gengar as just a pivot. Just as a pivot. Also, if I keep Latios healthy, I don't care at all about Mega Pinsir. Yeah, so nice. Marowak is gone. He cannot get a rock, so I will keep my Latios healthy. If you guys didn't know, I will. I'm just letting you know, I will. I definitely will. Also, Scarf Keldeo can check Tapu Koko if that thing gets out of hand. But just having the life, the Stealth Rock up is amazing for me. And I can go right out into my Magearna. And the Electric Terrain is actually better for me if he actually goes for Dazzling Gleam here over Thunderbolt. Because as you can see, I take that amazingly, and what I can do is go right for the Volt Switch. It gets boosted by his own Electric Terrain, so if he wants to go Toxapex, he's going to take a ton. Yep, Toxapex would have resisted my dual stab, so I understand that play. Boosted by its Electric Terrain, beautiful. And now the dog, look at that. Magearna coming in, pivoting exactly what it's supposed to do, and now the dog gets a kill. They call him Dog Step. They actually do. Ah, beautiful. So, able to pick that Mon off. Lovely. Pinsir can come out. I'll go right for 1,000 Arrows versus that as well. If he wants to go right for Return, that's fine. Frustration, whatever he has. Tapu Koko can also come out, but every single time it takes more Stealth Rock damage. Even lovely for me. And he has to go for Dazzling Gleam or HP Ice if he wants to. But the fact that Toxapex is gone means that Keldeo now does not have a resist. He doesn't have a water resist left on his team. So I can click Scald. Hydro Pump is probably more appropriate though because it's actually going to be killing things. Pinsir comes out. Once again, I'm going to click 1,000 Arrows because if he wants to set up, that's fine. I do have Landorus in the back. 1,000 Arrows will be able to hit him even if he becomes Mega Pinsir. He can't knock me out with Quick Attack, obviously. Let's see if he Swords Dances or goes right for Frustration. Yep, Frustration makes that's the correct play. Latios does not die, and all I needed for was to knock this guy out. So I can go right for Psyshock here. He's probably just going to Quick Attack, to be honest. I would Quick Attack if I'm my opponent. Actually, what I could have done was actually going out to my Latios. Excuse me. Wow, I did go out to my Latios. What I could have done was actually went out to my Landorus. Excuse me. But I could save Latios and actually sack Landorus when Tapu Koko comes out. Gengar actually ends up coming out. So he has to go for Shadow Ball here. I can just sack my Landorus. Even if he goes for Sub, I can Volt Switch with my... all I got to do is Volt Switch on out of there and win the game. However, Keldeo does live a hit, and I can just click Scald twice, and then Magearna wins. So I'm going to click Scald twice. Gengar does not knock me out unless it crits me, and like I said, I do 2 KO. It could have Cursed Body, though. We do get the burn, so that means he will die this turn. And that also means that he won't get the cursed body on me. I can click Scald, and then Magearna can just get the kill on Tapu Koko. And if it's Scarf Tapu Koko, it can't kill all of us. So we'll just click Scald right here. I'm assuming he's not Scarf. That'd be interesting. I wouldn't agree with that, though. I think that'd be a waste of a Tapu Koko. Yeah, so we get off a Scald. As he's able to knock me out with Volt Switch. And we go route to Magearna. We're going to eat this up and go our Flash Cannon and knock him out. Even if he crits me, we eat this up. Even if he specs. Yeah, yum. Good game. Magearna getting the kill. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're on the climb. Alright, so we're actually going to end it there, though. Next time I get some powerful mines, I'll definitely hop back on the Pokebank OU ladder. My goal is to take, we gotta take it to the top. We gotta take it to the top. But thank you everybody for watching, of course. I hope you all enjoyed. Of course, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing. My links are down below. Check out the playlist if you want to check out any of my previous episodes. And yeah, guys, I'll see you later. Thank you everybody for watching. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Links are down below as well. Big shouts to ABR for the team if you guys want to use it. I love Assault Vest Magearna. I hope you guys saw that I put in a little bit of work there. Just being able to pivot around and nothing could really kill it. But yeah, thank you everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, friends.